Hi everyone, welcome to another Adobe XD tutorial. In this video, we are going to create card rotate animation like this by using 3D transform. Let's get started. Jump into XD. I'm using iPhone 11 Pro artboard with a square grid layout. Also, I'm going to drag out a guideline that is 24 points from each side of the artboard, so that we are able to make sure the primary element is snapping within this area. Before moving on, you can find this XD file from the description below. Go download it if you want to learn this along with me. Now select the card, press Ctrl or Command D to duplicate it. Rename it as Card 2 in the Layer panel. Before resizing it, make sure the responsive resize tool is enabled. And also make sure that all the information within this card are stayed in grouped, so that the elements including the text will move in the responsive resize in a much smoother way. Now holding Shift and drag the card 2 to reduce each side by 8 points. Square grid layout will help to snap it easily. Then move the card 2 on top about 3 rows, that is 24 points from the card 1. Send the card 2 backward by moving down the layer inside the panel. I'm going to repeat this step until there are 4 cards in the artboard. You can have as many cards as you like, and it doesn't matter if you're placing it 24, 16 or 8 points between those cards to create the overlapping effect. After that, duplicate the artboard. We'll go to prototype mode to set up auto animate with tap trigger is in out with 0.6 seconds. By setting up auto animate, when we drag out any elements outside of this artboard, it will still stay connected to this artboard instead of go on to the pasteboard. I'm gonna redo that move, and to create the card forward animation, we need to change the size of the card 2, 3, and 4 in the second artboard to the size of card 1, 2, and 3 in the first artboard. Starting from the card 4, first I'm going to use the eye icon in the layer panel to hide the other elements. Again, we'll scale the cards by holding Shift and drag it to increase 8 points on each side. Apply these steps to the other cards as well. After resizing all cards, select all the cards layer and enable 3D transform by clicking this little cube icon from the property inspector. Set the x-axis to 15 degrees to tilt the cards horizontally. After that, select the card 1 and set the y-axis to 180 degrees and drag it outside the artboard, so the card will rotate 180 degrees when it drifted out the screen. Then select artboard 1 to preview the prototype. We can see that the result is a little bit awkward now, but it's okay since we can fix it by changing the z-index value of the cards. In the design mode, select the card 1, change the z-index value to 1. Now click the play button again and yep, it's getting better. This is because the z-index represents stacking order over elements, and a higher z-index value will show up on top of elements with a lower z-index value. Finally, duplicate the second artboard. I'm going to hide the grid layout, select all the cards, enable 3D transform and set the x-axis back to 0. I'm going to hide the card 1 and disable the 3D transform as well. Now we are going to align the card 2 to the bottom of the card 1. Select both of them by holding Shift and press the Align button in the Property Inspector. Repeat this step to the card 3 and card 4. Lastly, switch to the prototype mode, connect the second artboard to the third artboard. Set the trigger to time with no delay, auto animate, snap with 0.2 seconds. So here you go, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.